Okay. My name is Abdul Khader and I am a B student. This is a question on behalf of my friend who is not available here. He quoted a verse from the Quran from the chapter Nisa, verse number 25, giving the rules how to punish a slave girl who is inside the wedlock and commits adultery. It stated in that particular verse that the punishment is equivalent to half of what a married free woman's punishment who has committed adultery. If according to him, if the Sunnah gives the punishment of death, stoned to death for a woman who commits adultery, free woman, then how will you give a punishment to a slave woman inside wedlock committing adultery? That's the question.
Well, the question that the verse in the Quran will just talk about certain punishment, that if it's a slave woman, the punishment normally is half. You have to realize, because a slave woman is under the control of the master. She is under the control of the master. So if the master, as far as adultery is concerned, brother, if adultery is concerned, if she is forced to do adultery, it is not adultery, it is rape. Brother, listen, if it is a slave woman, and if the master forces her to do sex, it's not adultery, it is rape. So if it's a rape, you understand, no? If someone else forces, another person does, so you should realize that all the other punishments, that if she doesn't do of a free will, if she does not do free will, she is not blamed because she is under the control of somebody else. In that case, the punishment is reduced. So depending upon, because she is under the control of the master and pressure, she does not have a total free will, because that time slavery was there. Slavery was very prevalent. Slavery was very prevalent, that those slave women were there, and because at that time promiscuity was very common. So at that time there was a time where it was allowed that you can have sex with your wife and with what your right hand possesses, but not anyone outside. Because promiscuity was so common, whatever the Sharia came, as I told you, the Quran was revealed in the span of 23 years. It came down in stages. Alcohol wasn't banned immediately. The first verse came in Surah Baqarah chapter 2 verse 219. In alcohol, there is good and bad. The evil is more than good, but didn't say it is haram, didn't say prohibited. Then Surah Nisa chapter 4 verse 43, that do not pray with your mind befogged. While intoxicated, don't pray. Then the final ban came in Surah Ma'idah chapter 5 verse 90. So similarly, at that time, promiscuity was very common. So they said, don't have any outside sex except with your wife and whatever action possesses. So in this case, to prevent the bigger evil, this was allowed. And then it came in stages. Then there are verses in the Quran also in Surah Nisa, chapter number 4, that if you don't have the means to get married, then marry a slave woman and give her meher as a freedom. It's free her. There are many verses in the Quran which talks about freeing her. Hope that answers the question.